So in the span of the last 3 years, I learned and released songs covering more than 8 different music genres. Being able to learn and produce any music genre that I want allowed me to never get stuck in a creative block, but most importantly, to define my own music genre by just blending a few together. Over time, I realized that I was always going through the exact same 4 steps every time I was trying a new different genre. So today, I'm going to show you my exact formula that you can use to produce any music style that you want so that you can find creative freedom. But in order for me to show you how I do it, I need another new music genre to explore. So what are we gonna choose today? Deep House, baby! I have never done it, and it's been a while in the back of my mind that I want to explore it. I also saw a full pack for Deep House in the new Ultimate Producer Bundle 2024 from Ghost Hack, which is sponsoring this week's video, so I want to explore it as well. And another challenge is exciting, otherwise it gets too boring, so I'm really excited for it. So let's start with step number 1 to produce any music genre you want. And that is active listening. The point here is just to start getting yourself into this music style, so for that I just put on a playlist on YouTube or Spotify for the last few days and just kind of immerse myself into it. I kind of have a basic idea on the arrangement, the instruments that they use, you know, the vibes, and I genuinely believe that it is a very important first step. Then step number 2, analyzing reference tracks. For this, I just opened Spotify and I'm going to write all the notes in my little notepad. I'm going to write notes on what I can hear about the key, the BPM, the instruments, the volumes of each instrument, their panning in the stereo field, how they do the transitions, all that kind of stuff. So let's do it. Spotify ads. Yay! Alright, so I spent about 30 minutes listening to some music. Now the problem that I found is that there's kind of like 2 different types of deep house. There's the deep house which is full-on instrumental without vocals, and I think that's kind of like the old style of deep house, very instrumental, very chill. And then there's the new 2024 style of deep house which is like heavily on vocals, vocals chopped, like panned everywhere, reversed vocals and stuff like this, with like a lot of synths and all. Overall, it seems like it's more gonna be about 110, 125 BPM. The length is about 2 minutes and a half, 3 minutes and a half, not that long. I actually thought it would be longer. And also they seem to use a minor key preferably. Now in terms of instruments, it's very, very heavy on like the bass, so Reese bass or rolling bass for the drop. It's very heavy on synths and on hi-hats. They also have very repetitive and not very complex melodies, and it seems like they're using automations a lot to bring some variation and not having to be very monotonous. And then in terms of the arrangement and the transition, nothing very complex, pretty simple like the other EDM tracks. So yeah, this was everything that I found out. Now I think the next step will be where I kind of make the decision into which style of deep house I'm gonna go. And the next step, step number 3, is to watch a from start to finish tutorial on YouTube. If you've been watching my channel, like, you know that this is my go-to videos. Those are the best. And here I have about 3 or 4 saved to watch. They are all here, so this one from the Producer School, this one here from Arcade, and this one here from Production Music Live. And one thing that you can see in common with all of them is that they are more than an hour. This one is even 3 hours. And that's because I really want to see the full process uncut, where I can see everything. So I think this is gonna take me the whole afternoon to do, so I'm gonna do that on my own, and I will catch up with you right after to let you know what I learned from all of those videos. Building around a vocal seems to be very helpful for a first track. Adding subtle automations in the lead to make it more interesting and add movement like cutoff, reverb, effects like granulizer or chorus seems to be a good idea as well. Oh. It also seems that 2-note chords or just 1 note for a pad or chords might be a good idea to keep it simple and make it not too busy. And in terms of the bass, it seems like following the exact same rhythm as the lead melody might just make my life easier. Adding a lot of percussions were also very commonly used, like a lot of conga, bongo, shaker, perk, stop loops, but they usually sliced them up to make their own. One of them also used reverb on the drum bass, which shocked me, but I actually see the point. And lastly, building the main loop with all the elements before arranging it also seemed to be a great idea. Alright, that was a lot of theory, but we learned a lot. The video number 1 and 3 were really interesting. I ended up not watching fully the second because it wasn't actually the style that I wanted to do. So with all that in mind, it's time to jump into the DAW and actually starting our Deep House track. But before I do that, let me know in the comments which is the next music genre you will try to learn and produce, because I'm really curious. Okay, so as I said, I saw that in the new Ghost Hack Ultimate Producer Bundle 2024 there is a Deep House pack, so I want to look into it and probably look for some song starters or maybe vocals to start with, because it'll be very, very helpful to make that first track. So speaking about this pack, I've been using Ghost Hack's Ultimate Producer Bundles since a couple years, and as you'll see in the video, I am still using the one from last year. They are very complete, cover most EDM music genre, and are of a great quality. From construction kits to MIDI, loops, one-shots, presets, and full vocal acapellas, they literally include everything you will need to make a song from start to finish. They recently released their 2024 edition, which includes 24 sample libraries covering trending genre, such as Deep House, Future Rave, techno, dubstep, trap, and many others for a total of more than 22 gigabytes of material. If you need inspiration, they have hundreds of piano, synth, guitar, bass, and lead melodies for you to start or level up your next song. My personal favorite is that it includes 9 full vocal acapellas, which is making my job as a producer much easier. This bundle would normally cost 918 euros, but you can grab it now at the introductory price of 67 euros, which, believe me, is a steal. So if you're interested, you'll find a link in the description below the video. Now let's go back to our Deep House track. I think this vocal is gonna be perfect for a Deep House track.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me.
It's just way too long, so I'm gonna slice it up and just select the parts that I want for like a breakdown, pre-chorus, and then drop. I feel like adding like a big Reese bass first, you know? Don't know why, I just hear that a lot. I think we need to fill this up with ambience loops. Cool, so the first one I found is this one. Just a simple tonal ambience loop. And then I have that one, which is more like gloomy and dark. And then just some kind of like sweeps, uplifters kind of thing. Just for some vibes. And then I actually have a impact and a downlifter, which right now gives us this.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me. You reached out your hand.
Now I'd like to add some kind of chords under the bass with potentially a pad. And then we need Ghost Hack, Deep House, Synth. Let's see.
Oh, I never knew you'd mean so much to me. You reached out your hands and cast a spell on me. And now the black magic
This is awesome.
ignite. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me. You reached out your
Maybe that one, but we need like chords. Just not the sound design I want, but let's see.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean.
Potentially.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me.
I think this also needs a little cutoff. Let's copy those two here.
For tonight.
Horror. Alright, so I had to take a little bit of a day break because I ran into some computer technology issue, which is something that happens on a daily basis with this job. But now it's all fixed, we can continue and jump back into the deep house and continue building our track. Alright, so this is what we have so far.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me. You reached out your hands and cast a spell on me. And now the black magic flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought out all the light. Now we're walking through a neon summer dream. Can't you show me who you are tonight? You got the key to open up the vault in me.
So here I added some snare roll to be like kind of like mapping out the build up.
Got me addicted to your company. God, show me what you want tonight.
And then there'll be a big drop. I think we're gonna need an ARP in the background for sure.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. The night I met you feels like you reached out your hands and cast a spell on me. And now the black magic flame ignites. The night
I like that little ARP in here.
and cast a spell on me. And now the black magic flame ignites.
We just need a bit more reverb there.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me. Brought out all the light. Now we're walking through a neon.
And we're gonna give it some movement left and right with a little pancake. Okay, now we need a little bit more drums in the breakdown, pre-chorus and all to build the track. So I'm gonna try and add some percussions, hi-hats, shaker loops. It seemed in the tutorials that it was used a lot. Let's see if we can find, ooh, percussions. Hey, that would kind of be nice for like some organy deep house vibes, but I don't know if it's gonna fit here.
Flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought out all the light. Now we're walking.
Okay, we're gonna grab that shaker.
Flame ignites. The nights used to be.
Yeah, that'll be great. Looping this up until the build up.
Flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought.
But I kind of wanted like hats. Like that.
Flame.
No, that's not shaker, that's hi-hats.
Flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought out all the light.
I kind of feel like having a kick here. I don't know if I can, but that's what I want.
And now the black magic flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely.
It needs to be something more with like a top end.
And now the black magic flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought.
Okay, I think it's time to work on the drop. To work on the drop, which is going to be kind of like the hardest part for me personally, I'm going to use step 5, which is a bonus of the formula. And that is to up and up again one of the From Start tutorials videos that we watched previously. And I'm just going to go back towards where he was doing the drums. I think it was around here, adding the drums. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the video. As soon as he's done making one drum, I'm going to stop the video, do it in my project on Logic Pro, and then continue watching the video, etc., until I have my drum loop. So first, he has a kick, so I need to do a kick. And probably bring in my ambiances as well. I think 6 is pretty good. Oh yeah. Probably gonna remove the last 4 bars, 4 beats as he was doing, and then let's continue watching the video. So he introduces this on the second half of the drop, so I'm gonna do the same. Go back to our Ghost Hack Producer Bundle 2024 pack, hi-hats, nope, claps. Yeah, I like that clap. I kinda like that one. Nice. And I'm probably gonna use this only for like every couple, just so that there's variations into the loop. All right, next. Yeah, I think he's gonna keep the whole first part without any hi-hat or anything, just a kick. And then yeah, on the second. Let's do that. Main hat. I like that one. I like the hi-hats that are like a bit softer. I'll go more with my style. Oh yeah. Just to tame it down a little bit. It's personal taste, you know, that's what also mixing and creative music is. It's making it to your own taste, and I really don't like hi-hats that are like sharp and too bright. I don't know, my ears just don't like it. And it's my song, so I do whatever I want. I'm kidding. Yeah, okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh yeah, the downlifter, sure. I had one here, but I was more for like a soft downlifter, so I think I want another one for the drop. And we'll do our own side chain. With a little cable guy's shaper box. But basically, this is exactly what I'm gonna do for the whole rest of the track now. If I do feel a little bit stuck as to like, I don't know where to go because it's like a new genre, I just follow a from start to finish video and that's it. But make my own, obviously. Don't copy the exact same thing. Oh yeah, this was like super cool. There was like, he was choosing like a snare or a percussion with like a lot of reverb. And I think it was amazing for like a deep house track that I think would fit a lot our track right now. So let's do that. All right, pretty cool. Okay, I think now we need to find our lead melody and bass for sure. So that's kind of what I'm hearing here. I know I absolutely completely forgot that I was supposed to do the lead and the bass from the drop, but I just got this idea, so I want to do it now. That's the thing with making music. You always like, all right, I'm gonna do this now, and then you get sidetracked all the time. Oh, you know what? What if I use the arpeggiator because I'm really lazy to find the arp by just using the chords that we have so that it uses the notes? Now I'm gonna give it some variation in octave range so that it's more different. But that's exactly what I wanted, with like a nice little cutoff filter and some reverb, and we'll be good. Oh, I need to find a good drop. Because like the vocals takes a lot of place on the spectrum, so we need to really put that in the background. I want an impact, but like this is like a high impact. I need like a boom actual impact for the start of the build-up. So I know they have some here on the Deep House pack. All right, now I need a melody. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think after we can add some ear candies, but not for now. I really, really need a drop. So let's see, because they do have, I saw like lots of MIDI stuff, like melodic hits. Maybe techno future rave could do something. EDM. Melody loops for Deep House. Yes. Let's find a preset that we think would sound good here. So what I'm gonna do is put that on repeat, maybe even here, so that we have the best part. Find their preset. Where is it? Ghost Hack 2024 Deep House. No, I might go into the one from 2023 in terms of melodic house, because that was pretty cool. Okay, so I found this start, and I'm thinking, so like with a little tweak. I think it could be with a better sound design and all. I think it could be something, a good bass following it. Maybe we have something. Once again, first track, so. We just need like a better sound design, so let's see what we can find. I think the bass is gonna be good.
20 minutes later.
Welcome to Sound Selection, where you spend 30 minutes looking through presets. All right. Took another break because for you it might be 10 minutes. For me it's like a day and a half of working on this song, so I just needed to give my ears a little break. So let's continue on that lead, finish that drop, add some transitions, and normally that should be it. Oh, and the bass, obviously. I wanted to see as well if these could be nice on like the second part of the drop. I think with a good mixing, it can go, you know, ça peut passer. I don't know how to say it in English, mais ça peut passer. But we need more of a variation, because I don't want to have just 4 bar for a melody loop. I want it to be at least 8. Alright. Need to automate that one. I think it works. You know? Okay, I want to see how it's gonna do with the bass. And what I'm gonna need to do is just put back everything on like the same root note kind of thing. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Let me change that sound. It's kind of something like this I want, but... Alright, we need a little kickstart. Shaper box, sorry, same thing, sidechain. I'm gonna need one here for the ambiances as well, but automated so that it's only in the drop, not in the breakdown. What about for the entrance? Although I'm gonna do a different intro. I have an idea for something that I saw in one of the YouTube videos.
The night I met you feels like a fever, and now the black magic flame ignites. The nights used to, and
Yeah,
now the
it's gonna be
black
nice on the
magic
transitions.
flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought out all the light. Now we're walking through a neon summer dream. Can't you show me who you are tonight? You got the key to open up.
Alright, I think that's enough for that one. I could continue forever, so I think I'm gonna call it a day now, and this is the final result.
The night I met you feels like a fever dream. You know I never knew you'd mean so much to me. You reached out your hands and cast a spell on me, and now the black magic flame ignites. The nights used to be so dark and lonely, till you came along and brought out all the light. Now we're walking through a neon summer dream. Can't you show me who you are tonight? You got the key to open up the vault in me, the place where I keep all my thoughts and subtleties. Got me addicted to your company. God, show me what you want tonight. You got the key to open up the vault in me, the place where I keep all my thoughts and subtleties. Got me addicted to your company. God, show me what you want tonight.
Alright, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. For a first, I'm pretty happy. I think it's decent, you know? I'm not like 300% happy with it, obviously, you know, it's a first. But yeah, I learned a bunch, and overall, I had so much fun. I was really inspired on that track. So yeah, those challenges really help to get out of a creativity rut or anything like that. So yeah, really happy. It's, you know, it has the deep house vibes, but it still has mine. And I think that's really what I'm looking for when I'm learning a new genre, because I still want it to sound like me. It's very important. Yeah, otherwise, thank you again to Ghost Hack for sending me the Ultimate Producer Bundle 2024. It is amazing, really. It made my life so much easier to do this track. It's really big, honestly. You have literally everything that you want to keep getting inspired and make some tracks. So yeah, if you want it, there will be a link in the description there you can grab it. But in the meantime, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.
The nights used to be so dark